Good morning, Mets fans, and welcome to another AM edition of Drive-In with Mr. Met. I am Mr. Met, and on this Friday morning, I'm going to be talking about the return of #Harvey Day and a victory for the Metropolitans last night over the Atlanta Braves. So it was a dark and gloomy night over Citi Field last night. And that could be because it rained all day yesterday and was cold and miserable, or it could be because the Dark Knight returned to the mound at Citi Field. Matt Harvey made his anxiously awaited and eagerly anticipated return to the mound for the Mets in 2017. We haven't seen him since July of last year, since his season-ending thoracic outlet surgery. I think all of us collectively let out a sigh of relief after watching Matt go 6 2/3 last night. He pitched really well. I was really relieved, especially after he got through the order the second time. You know, the big hang up from last year was that Matt was so, like normal, like first time through the order, he was like the same old Matt Harvey that we all knew and loved. But then after the first time through, the opposition would always catch up to him, whatever tricks he had up his sleeve or whatever, and they would start killing him, hitting the ball and whatever. So last night, first time through the order, he looked great. Still couldn't quite let out that of relief, but after he got through the order the second time, after he struck out Freddie Freeman, these are good. This was good. It was a good feeling last night to watch Harvey do his thing on the mound. It felt good for us watching, and it had to feel good for Matt to kind of get that off his chest and kind of get out of the gates with a win. First starting pitcher for the Mets to get a win this year. Speaking of Mets starting pitching, 18 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs. That's pretty damn good. Yes, it's a small sample size, but isn't this what we all expected out of this rotation? For them to have an ERA that's, sub 1. It'd be nice if that continued all year. It won't, but it'd be nice. 0.95 ERA is the collective starters' ERA at this point in the season. So on the offensive side of the ball, there were 2 heroes in the game. The first one was Mr. Bruised Apple, Travis d'Arnaud. Hit a gapper in left center field to get the Mets on the board. At the time, Harvey had given up a solo home run to Matt Kemp. It was 1-0 Braves, and Travis drilled a gapper out in left center and drove in 2 runs with a double. Shortly after that, the very next inning, everyone's favorite underdog, Wilmer Flores, put the nail in the coffin with a 2-run homer. So the offensive stars of the game were TDA and Wilmo. The pitching star of the game, without question, was Matt Harvey. And we get a win, and that's great. So a 2-1 record at this point in the season. Tonight the Mets welcome the Rotten Fish from Florida. The Miami Marlins come into town. But more importantly, we get to see another eagerly anticipated return to the mound. And tonight we see Zach Wheeler pitching for the Mets. So that's going to be exciting. Hopefully the weather cooperates and they can get the game in, and Zach can do for himself what Matt Harvey did for himself last night. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening and for watching. I'll be back more than likely on Monday. I'm actually going to the game on Sunday night, thanks to my friend Mike Stauffer. Thanks, Mike. And I'm going to be going to the game Sunday, so I'll probably do a Monday morning recap, post that sometime on Monday afternoon. We'll go over the entire Marlins series in the next video. So until that time, thanks again for watching, and as always, let's go Mets!